Howdy, howdy, fellas. Got a World of Warships Legends match today in the Mainz on. Oh, what is this map? Hey, Greece, look at that. It's like I asked for it. Yeah, it's been a while. Been, busy, summer, whatever. There's real life. Come on, real life. What are you doing to me? Um, I have also. I haven't played as much recently. I haven't had time, or honestly, a little bit of the will to make any videos recently. It's been rough. It's been a rough couple of weeks. I was gone for a little bit and then came back and just had, man, just the worst like string of games. I was like, and you guys know how it is. Sometimes it's just anything that can go wrong does, and a lot of the matches where everything that can go wrong does. Uh, so yeah, this is the Mines. I haven't done a Mines video in a while, or one with this kind of, maybe back to my roots of trying to make videos about maybe a little bigger picture, like how does this, not even necessarily how does the game work, 'cause, like, I'll admit, like, there are definitely people better than me that know more of the like specifics, the mechanics, but just this kind of maybe a philosophy, if you will, of how to hopefully win more and just approach these matches. And the theme, the title, the core message of this match is it is never over until it is over. I've had a few of those, kind of like this before, but this is the most clear example I've had of this, of like, do not give up. I had like a counter example actually earlier today. Was it today? I think that one was today. I didn't fully have a team give up, but it was two ships left, and I was like, it was me and a full health carrier versus I had basically no health in the Perfect 10 versus a Brandenburg and a Pobeda. We had a Lexington and me with like no health. I'm like, dude, just spot. You've got full health. Like, we're down on points. We're not going to win on points. We got to sink. I'm sure he didn't hear me, but I'm like begging him to spot. Brandenburg was low health, and then I can wreck the Pobeda pretty quickly. Nothing, we lost. But somebody else who was already dead chimed in and was like, nah, like, there was no way. There was no way you were going to win that. And it's like, that's not true. It's never over until it's over. I didn't win that match, so you don't get a video of that one, because that's a bummer. So yeah, you get this one instead. Here we've gone out wide, and I wish the battleships that were with me were doing anything else. This, like, kind of conga line of ships I don't love. Oh, I should have mentioned my build. I'm running the Mines build that I've run before. Riegerwald. What do I have in there right now? I think Mimbelli and Scott. I actually don't even know what my inspirations are on this one. I've been messing around with it a little bit, kind of just playing around with different versions of a similar build, but little or no concealment and just, going for it. This ship has enough damage output that it does actually kind of work. I still don't know that I would fully recommend that for everyone, but it is a thing that I do on this ship, and I've done on some of the other ships too. Decent success. I think my Mines is still at like high 70s win rate. It has been dropping a little bit. I think I got a little bit lucky in some, and then, unlucky in other. Whatever. It works. But yeah, I wish these battleships, these two were AFK to begin with, and they're on top of each other, on top of me, and this is like, how not to position 101. The only thing that's bailing us out a little bit, so you can see we've abandoned the entire middle of the map. The rest of our team is all the way on the other flank. Our team is all the way on this flank. We've given up the whole center of the map. The only thing that's bailing us out a little bit is their team is kind of doing the same thing. Now, I would argue that they are in generally a better position because they have actually captured points, and our team has not. So yeah, in here I'm off on this flank, and again I'm just like, I wish they were anywhere else, but I am trying to keep doing damage. I've mentioned this before, like, I can't control them, if I could command them to go somewhere else, I absolutely would, but I can't, so I'm just trying to make the best of kind of a bad situation. And this is actually to the point of why this build is, not necessarily optimal. Fun, can be effective depending on the match, but like, I don't have a ton of options. Like when they started coming this way, a lot of times I might have repositioned in a different spot or, kind of gone in early. With 13.1 concealment, like, you don't have that much choice, especially when there's enough stuff over here that you're going to get spotted by. So we're just trying to keep the damage up. 47k, whatever this is, 5.5 minutes in. Fine, but not amazing, because like it's on like battleships, fires, like that's a lot of healable damage. It's a lot of stuff on big targets that have high health pools. It's not super valuable damage at this point, so I remember thinking at this point in the game that I'm like, ugh, I don't know about this. I'm not actually getting enough damage on these targets to take them down. I certainly don't like our positioning. You know, and I've thought this before, and I think this is super important. The experience damage, all that kind of stuff does matter. I've got 10 defend ribbons. I probably actually have a decent amount of experience at this point in the game, but I'm really not happy with the actual battle impact that I've had. Aegeon, Michelangelo, Alsace, and Pommern, and a bunch of defend ribbons, while they own 2 caps elsewhere on the map. That's not amazing. That's not particularly effective. That's not going to win a game. So I am trying to move in. I see this Pommern coming over here. Now I am trying to force the crossfire. I'm actually in a position I'm going to be spotted anyway. Try to use this island for a little bit of cover. I assume he's going to try to torpedo me if he gets a chance, or he may torpedo them. The Mainz has phenomenal AP damage output if you can get a chance to use it. And our friendly Pommern gets a nice torpedo strike on their Pommern, and that is actually like that strike right there, I think opens up this game. If he doesn't hit that strike, and if I'm not able to get enough damage out on that Pommern, that this kind of flank opens up and allows me to actually move in at this point, I think this is a loss. And you'll see our friendly Pommern doesn't actually do amazingly. Like, it's not like he gets a ton of experience for that, but I actually think that's the game-winning play right there. Or at least it allows to make some of the other game-winning plays to happen. I do, in some ways, I wish there was like a sneaking a cheeky AP shot. Yeah, get a few in there. I wish there was a way to like give extra points to other members of your team or something sometimes. Just like a little bit of like, yeah, you did the thing. Even if it didn't, all plays are rewarded equally. If that had been any other damage on battleship, whatever. But like the fact that he hit those torpedoes right there actually lets us get some stuff done. So we're moving in. We've got 3 battleships in A. I don't need to go in A. I had been guilty of that in the past. They're just like, oh, like, get in the cap, get the experience. But, like, intentionally thinking about where do I need to be. If these 3 battleships can't capture A, it doesn't matter. like, they don't, me going in there, what am I going to do? I can't torpedo the Alsace at that angle unless he comes around. And if he does, the Pommern's right there. He's spotted. Me sonaring him doesn't matter. I need to go into B. Like, that's really our only chance. The rest of the enemy team is on that flank. Oof, Autoway, what are you doing to me? We need to get over there. And again, I can see no one else is. So, yes, I'm frustrated with these guys. I wish they weren't doing this. But it doesn't matter. I can't change what they're doing. Like, I need to be the one that does something. If they're not, I need to do it, because I'm in control of what I can do. So, trying to get some damage on this Alsace as he does poke around the edge. Hoping that he doesn't blast me. I hope he's going to have his attention focused on the target right in front of him and not the actual broadside light cruiser this far away. And hey, actually the shell's taking him out. I think torpedoes. I'm just like, guys, come on. I think it's a Wisconsin and a Bismarck. Like, they need to move out. They need to move. We're going to lose this game. We got 5 minutes left and are down by, 430 points? And they have, equal ships. Like, come on, guys, we got to win this. At this point, I'm mostly thinking I'm not giving up to my theme of the batch. Don't never give up. It's never over until it's over. I'm kind of thinking like this is a loss. Like every play option we have at this point is low probability of success. I want everybody to move in with me. We got to get into B. We need to force the engagement into the enemy team kind of hopefully on favorable terms, but with all 4 of our ships. And so what I really want our team to do, that Wisconsin and Bismarck move in, spot the Michelangelo. I can shoot the Michelangelo in the side, either AP or HE, depending on what I can get angle and penetration on. So that's what I'm trying to do right here, is be able to shoot it over that island. But then I get spotted, and it's like, ah, shoot. Their destroyer came in. It's 50-50. Is he going to come on the north side of the island or the south side of the island and spot me? I don't know. The Michelangelo is up here, so maybe it's slightly more likely for him to come on this side. But he could also want to go to the other side, just because DDs do DD things. I don't know. But yeah, we get whacked in the side. There's the... it's funny, I think this match was a little while ago. For whatever reason, I thought it was an Anhalt that was left on their team, but he got sunk by the Plymouth, so it's actually a Marlborough that's coming in. So I could actually angle against him. I think I would have done... I could angle against the Anhalt as well, but they're just tough to get into. They have the torpedoes. I was a little worried about that. But honestly, in retrospect, I think I should have just charged the battleship at this point. This was a mistake. Maybe I was worried about the torpedoes from the destroyer. Like we did, if we got spotted, he probably launched them. But in retrospect, I think I could have just rushed the battleship. I bounced both of the ships that I thought it was, even being wrong on it being an Anhalt. I bounced that. So he's 14-inch guns as well. Yeah, misplay. That's why I watch these back. Honestly, that is one of the helpful things, is to think that kind of stuff through. I could have done better. At this point, we see A starts to flip. Their destroyer has gone all the way around, so I guess maybe he did go down the middle, and I was actually spotted by the Michelangelo, like kind of over the islands. He was past, like, I don't know. This whole, again, that's the drawback of the high concealment. Michelangelo outspots me by like almost 3 kilometers. So that's a lot. The Wisconsin actually dev struck that Marlborough. I haven't made the video yet. I have a Marlborough video. It's not a bad ship, but oof, that's the drawback. And honestly, there's enough other ships that do a similar enough thing. I just don't get the Marlborough. It's not bad, but yuck. Oh yeah, I forgot about this. AFK or disconnected perfect. Like this whole match is just everything. Just nonsense. Never give up, because you don't know. They've got a disconnected or AFK ship. I wish I could have taken him, but we have to sink every ship that's left. I am just hoping, praying that despite the rest of my team not doing what I wanted at this point, that they recognize, they saw that AFK cruiser and they're going to go for it. Though Wisconsin actually does. Again, it's not over until it's over. I did not like what he was doing earlier. It's not what I would have picked. It's not what I would have liked him to do. But at this point, he just dev struck the Marlborough, and he is actually going to go to the perfect 10. He recognized, like, yep, I'm spotted. Maybe from the destroyer. Oh yeah, we see the destroyer in the smoke. Fine, I see the shells coming over. And this is, a perfect lesson for that destroyer. He just needs to be gone. This is an easy win, but he is totally greeting for this. We can see the smoke. We can see the tracers coming in from his shots. He needs. Look, what are you doing, man? Get out of here. This is pure greed. If he's been paying attention, he knows that his perfect 10 is AFK, and he's really the only ship left. Perfect 10 gets spotted. Thinking about getting a cheeky shot on that. I'm looking at my rear turrets, but I'm like, honestly, yep, and here comes the torpedoes. I've got my sonar up. This is where I like the rudder. in instances like this, the lack of concealment definitely was a drawback earlier in the match. Rudder is a benefit right now. And look at this guy, is just sitting right here. Yeah, dude, what are you doing? Oh, man. I've got German sonar. You saw me coming. He literally knew I was coming. He's like not even moving. He's not even trying to get out, and he got stuck. He's literally just sitting there for me waiting. Wisconsin dev strikes the perfect 10. You can see there's 24 seconds left, and I'm stressed right now. The Mainz certainly, even this version with the nerfed HE alpha versus the CE version, still has good HE damage, but I have been trolled by it in the past, like damage saturation or whatever, but managed to get him off. We get the win. 3,500 XP. It's never over until it's over.